Okay, I went here on day one, but it was super crowded. Couldn't talk to anybody. And still it's crowded on day three. But Ofra is coming. I hear you're coming to Houston.
Yes,
but you're not bringing these, huh?
not this time, but
Okay.
we will. We will. This is Michelle, Sean.
Hi, Jason.
I'm Michelle.
Hello, Sean. Nice to meet you. Yes, great seeing y'all. Maybe see y'all next week in Houston.
Yes.
And you're showing your flagship speaker, which has been making a lot of waves. So, for those that haven't, maybe we should do a little walkthrough.
Yes, of course.
Just in case you haven't seen my other videos, this is a very impressive speaker. Roughly 90 grand.
Yes.
Yes.
This is based on our, well, about 20 years ago we came up with a model that's called Black Swan. And the idea behind the Black Swan is completely to separate completely the tweeter and mid-range from the woofer, so there's no resonance emitted.
Yeah, they look like they're connected, but they're not. They're totally separated. And you can actually move them for time alignment, which is a very brilliant way to do it.
And so we've patented it, and we've had it for many years. But since it is our 30th anniversary, we took everything that we learned over the years and we said, okay, let's incorporate it into this speaker. So then we've added, it is a sealed box right now.
Right.
It used to be ported. What we've added is the bass trap that we use for the Grand Avant-Garde and the XTB. We're using it here in addition to all the other things that
Inside the
doing.
cabinet, okay.
So
Yeah.
there's no
Internal resonances into that. Okay.
and the backwave is dissolved.
Interesting, yeah. So there's a lot more than meets the eye with this.
Definitely, and also for the people who really likes to tweak and to really customize it to the listening room, what they do is they can pull the bass.
The bass thing is
module.
movable, right?
Yeah, to actually custom design it in terms of sound to their own room.
And those are custom isoacoustic feet too.
Exactly.
Yes. All right. With a unique color too. Yeah. Let me get a close up here. It's beautiful.
Till you let me spend my life making love to you day and night and day.
It's a beautiful finish. And they have grills as well, but they're beautiful. And also, I'll try to talk to the guy behind Eon Arts. Very innovative. Watch my Toronto coverage though. And then you got the...
So they're really, really well made.
Yes.
Night and day under the
Yeah, either way, they look great. Yeah.
There's such a hungry
Yeah, it's a very sexy look. Yeah.
When you do critical listening, we suggest you take it out. They're very transparent speaker grills.
I like it. Yeah.
Spend my life
Cool. All right. Well, maybe we'll see you next week. Let me talk to Jacques and. Hey, Jacques.
He's not far away. Good to see you again.
Maybe we should go back by your stuff so that it's a little further away from the speaker. Yes. But yeah, I featured Jacques before, but in case you haven't, let's start with your badass. This is one of the most badass CD players, transports.
That's right. Well, yeah, we make it as a transport and we build it also as a full player. So
Okay.
this one is a CD transport coupled with the Eon Art DAC and integrated in.
Okay, so the Eon Art has a DAC in it too. Cool.
Well, yes. I mean, the integrated that's the amplifier.
And then this is the DAC.
Is the black box.
Okay. I don't think I covered this last time.
Well,
but-
it's only still at the prototype level.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Stéphane, veux-tu aller changer de disque? So they have so we can demonstrate this different system, smaller system with the Gershman speakers. So that's our CD player that we've been building
Forever.
yeah.
It's timeless. You know, it looks
Yeah.
like it's brand new model, just came out, but this will be timeless forever.
Well, we came out with this design in already
20
24
plus years, yeah.
Yeah, 20 plus years.
And this is still making others look primitive in comparison.
We implemented
Aesthetically.
the same micro vibration stabilizer system as we did. You can probably see it from the side here. So those silicone dampers allow us to really get a damping. Like for instance, in this case, we did not put the silicone in, and you can see how loose, if I can say, the suspension is, where when we put the silicone in, we have a very damped action, and it has a very strong impact on the focus and bass. Oh yeah, it's
so just like a turntable, you want to.
I originally, honestly, I didn't think it would make any difference, but it's in the same. It does exactly the same thing as it does with the turntable.
Really?
Like, you play with that, and if you have it without, you have a sound that is a little. It's great, but it's not so cool, so focused. And then you adjust the MVSS, and you have this focus that establishes itself, and then bass definition and staging. Because as soon as you improve on the way the sound is coming through the system, you have better depth, better bass, and better overall definition. And again, on the same level as it did for the turntable, if you push it too far, your sound becomes dark.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
And you would know because we're going to go next to your turntables, which you've had the pedigree as long as anybody in the industry almost. Going back to the 90s, is it, or 80s?
It's going back to 1979. That's
79. Okay.
That's when my brother Marcel created the first Oracle, and so basically all the Delphi, they're all the same. We have 3 different versions. This is the signature series. So that has the sliding bass, and you have the light under the sub chassis that we can see very well on the turntable playing over there. And so that this one is a limited edition. It's black and 24 karat gold plated.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
So we didn't have the black tone arm to put on, but we have our Oracle reference tone arm that will be in black, that will match with that.
And usually you do 9-inch tone arms?
It's 9-inch.
9-inch.
Like the Delphi was never designed to go
bigger than 9 inches.
that.
Okay. And this is kind of a one-off piece.
Well, that's also a limited edition we built. That there was a special project that was developed here in Quebec called Harmonium Symphonique. Harmonium is a progressive jazz from the 70s. It's a progressive jazz group led by Serge Fiori. And so they they wanted to build something like a system that would be part of this whole thing, Histoire sans parole, which was the main title of the album, and if you have on the dust cover here, I engraved the partition of Histoire sans parole, so maybe you can see it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
That's really brilliant.
So they're nicely engraved in the subject. So this is a
limited edition.
Right. The painting is from Jean-Paul Riopel, so it's a very famous artist. It's a 1954 painting that we had the authorization to reproduce. So that's a very limited version.
It's beautiful, yeah.
And it's a project. It's a project that we did with GSI Music, which is so the GSI Music is the group that promoted and created this whole thing about Harmonium Symphonique.
That's cool, yeah.
And we have another version.
I'm a black and white fan. This is my type of coloring combination.
Yeah.
Just gorgeous.
So this is a Delphi Classic, but with the option of chrome and pearl white finish on the acrylic base. So, and we paired it with our Oracle reference arm static display.
And sometimes you have the LEDs too.
Right, not on this one.
But, yeah, some of them.
Because on the unit that is playing, so
Yeah,
the
you can see it over there.
Yeah, so the LED option we offer it. So because like for instance, the reference has a granite base, so we cannot obviously put lights on the granite base, but we inserted the lighting sub chassis, so it has nothing to do with the sound. It's just more with the mood.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's cool. But yeah, this is classic, timeless as well. Everything you do just maintains its look, profile, and aesthetic. That's got that cool but classy vibe.
And on the more entry level, so we also make our own phono stages.
Okay.
So this is a PH200, which is what is playing in the system right now.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. So we have a huge system with a very budget price photo stage, which is really stunning.
That's great.
And then we have the options of the Origin. So this is a light display that we built so we could show people the different options that can be mounted on the unit. So,
And how much is this?
well, we're like with the dust cover and the single layer. We're in this 2,700
Yeah, that's
US.
great.
Yeah, and then you have the options like the lighting option that we have. It's there's a sliding switch on it that allows you to lower, reduce, or increase the light in the
Oh,
base.
that's great. Yeah.
And it's a uni-pivot design. It's a very cool sounding turntable, and it's designed to be set up at the factory, and we can install cartridges. Like for instance, if a dealer says, "Well, I sell more that type of cartridge," well, they can ship them to us,
And you will
we
install
will
it.
assemble it.
That's
we
great.
And so it can be shipped to the customer, or to the dealer, who will deliver it to the customer without having to worry.
And that's
about it.
included in the price?
Well, the 27 does not include the dust cover, and it does not include the
Cartridge
the
mounting.
cartridge.
Yeah, I would think you'd have to charge extra for that, but
Well, no, but it didn't include the cartridge because it depends on
Okay.
the cartridge you'll choose. But the actual installation of the cartridge is part of the deal.
wow. Okay, that's
So
incredible.
you send us the cartridge, we'll mount it,
Okay.
we'll ship the turntable.
That's a
it's
steal
ready
then.
to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I would take you up on that for sure. At 2,700, just send the cartridge and they'll mount it for you.
So it has, we took all the knowledge. It's an external AC synchronous motor with an external drive, and the speed selection is done by a two-step motor pulley. But it's a culmination of our knowledge that we packaged in that turntable. Like we didn't really compromise on key aspects of the product. The big difference is the fact that the Origin does not have a suspension. So it's kind of a urethane decoupling that we have, which makes it somewhat vulnerable to its environment. So you have to be careful on where you set it up compared to the Delphi or the Paris, which has its own.
But you could put this on a -K platform or upgraded
absolutely.
stands,
Absolutely.
and then you're at 2,700.
It's stunning. I mean, and the tone arm itself, being a uni pivot, so it's very simple to operate. But so there's a high mass on the base section, which allows the pivot when you put it on the spindle here. So it allows a very stable vertical loading. And we have also an internal mass in the tube to bring the effective mass to 20 grams. So it allows us to use very expensive, like $1,000, $1,500 phono cartridges, high moving coils that will be handled very, very well with this arm because of the vertical stability provided by this massive structure at the bottom of the arm, and the fact that we have a high effective mass, then it handles lower compliance phono cartridge very well.
Yeah, so you've got all the bases covered from looks to performance to pedigree in the industry. Been around since 1979. Huge value, but no matter if you're going for cost no object performance or the best value, definitely want to look at Oracle. So yeah, thanks a lot, Jack, for
Thank you
showing
very
us.
much. Nice seeing you again. Have a good day.
All right.